Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I was gonna show you how to upgrade your armor and your weapons in Archeage. This is something that it took me a long time to figure out, and I finally got the idea of how this works. So I wanted to share this with you guys. That way, if you're struggling with all this, that way it could seem a little bit easier. Okay, so as you're leveling up, you're gonna be doing the race quest line, and as you're doing this race quest line, you're gonna land up getting pieces of gear that you're gonna use to upgrade. The way this works is basically like you see right here. You can select your equipment, whatever, and you get a piece right there. The only way that you're really able to get the stats that you want, you're gonna have to break stuff apart a lot and then remake it over and over until you get the stats you want. So in order to get those, you have to come to a main hub. Depending on your race, it's all different. I'm in the Solus Headlands. This is for Austria. So in here, you got the weapon merchant and the armor merchant. These two are the most important. The armor merchant you're going to be using to make your armor. Each one, it doesn't matter which set you pick. I think each one looks different, but it doesn't really matter. You pick the one that you want. This is leather, that's plate, that's cloth, you know, and you just pick which one you want. With armor, when you open a box, it's going to open it's going to give you the full set of the whole armor. So I would hold back on doing the armor until you finish your weapon first. So when you go to the weapon, you can pick either a one-handed weapon or a two-hander. For me, I'm going with a two-hander. I'm going to purchase one right here. And then you're going to go ahead and open up the chest so you can pick which one you want. Great sword, whatever. I'm going with great club because I wanted healing power. So you go ahead and uncloak it. Boom. There it goes, and made one right there. In your inventory, you're going to need these synthesis materials. This is going to be the most important thing that you're going to be getting while you're questing. So you see, like right there, there's a synthesis rank 1. As you're doing all these race quests, you're going to land up unlocking upgraded versions of those. You see, it just keeps giving you them. These are the things that are really important to save. I landed up deleting a lot of them when I first started playing because I didn't know about this. So it's not a big deal if you land up deleting it like I did, because you will get tons of them along the line, along the way. You see, like this is rank 2. You know, as you keep going, it starts ranking up. It goes as high as rank 3, and then yeah, and then you can basically use that and keep upgrading your equipment however you want. So let me show you a little bit about the process behind this. So once you start collecting all these synthesis material things, you're gonna go into your inventory and you see gear upgrade right there. Click on that. First thing that pops up right here, you take your weapon that you just took out of your box, put that in there. You're gonna put the synthesis materials. So even if you didn't own the rank 1s and you're going in straight into rank 2 like I did, it's when you decompose the weapon, it's still gonna give you rank 1s back. So it doesn't really matter, you still get your stuff back. So don't really worry too much about this, because if you landed up deleting it by accident, like I said, you'll get it back. So there's no worries. You see, there it goes. Now it turned it into a purple weapon. Then from here, you're gonna go from synthesis to awakening, and you're gonna need these scrolls. This is something you also get during your quest line. So you're gonna get the rank 2, rank 3, you know, and so on. So this is gonna require me to use my rank 1s. So I'll go ahead and use the rank 1, awaken it. And there we go. There's the weapon. You'll see the stat on the bottom there. It says intelligence 21. That's not what I want personally. So that's why you're gonna have to decompose it. So here we go. So basically, to decompose, like to basically break it apart and get your stuff that you just used, you go to the general merchant. There's a general merchant over here, and then you're gonna buy these adventurer everstones. So you're gonna buy as many as you can possibly need. I'm gonna buy a bunch of them right now because I'm probably gonna be doing this for a while. And then you're gonna take that and you're gonna break apart the weapon, and it's gonna give you back the stuff you just used. It's gonna give you back the awakening scroll as well as those synthesis materials. And you're gonna just rinse and repeat. So now I'm just gonna buy another one and do it all over again. See, that time it gave me agility. I don't want agility. I'm trying to get spirit. So I'm gonna break it apart again. So definitely make sure you have a good amount of gold before you start doing this. I think you could probably get away with having 10 gold doing these upgrades, at least in the early set. So you don't have to worry too much about gold. But I imagine later on it probably gets a lot more expensive. So definitely keep that in mind. Spirit, there we go. Finally got spirit. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to synthesis. I'm gonna throw it into synthesis again, and I'm gonna throw in some of these rank 2s. So basically, as you're leveling, you're gonna it's just gonna keep giving you a bunch of these, and you're just gonna slap them in as many times as it's gonna let you. So this is gonna let me go pretty far with this. And there we go. So it's gonna cost me 2 gold, 41 silver. So it starts to get a lot more expensive as you keep doing this, and then you're gonna basically keep doing this until you awaken it to the right kind of stat that you're looking for. Right now I'm gonna awaken again, same process. Now I'm gonna be using the rank 2s and awaken again. Alright, and it ended up giving me melee critical rates. If you look at some of the stats that are in there, you can actually go into replace effects, and you can go ahead and change that for something else if you wanted to. You only get 3 attempts at it, so you got to be really careful with this. As you keep upgrading, I'm sure it's going to give another stat and another stat later on. I haven't got that far yet, but you only get 3 attempts, period. So you're not going to be able to do any more than that. So let's say like in here, for example, you can change out the spirit for something else if you wanted. Like I want to change that melee critical rate, and I want to do something like cast time or attack speed. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get something along those lines. So in order to get that stuff, you're going to have to do your change attempts. You know, but if you, I definitely recommend you don't waste your change attempts, and you try to save that for more like the later, because then it's gonna be really hard for you to save up all this gold to be able to do this all over again. Because honestly, you're gonna keep doing this over and over and over until you get the stats that you want. So this is very time consuming and is gonna cost a lot of gold. So yeah, but this is pretty much it. This is pretty much upgrading. You're gonna do the same thing for your armor, and yeah, that's it. And here we go. This is the weapon that I finally got. So it's up to unique. I didn't want to upgrade it anymore, because if I would have awakened it one more time, I would have had to be level 50 to be able to progress it. So I need to hit 50 first before I upgrade it anymore. But this is the weapon. Reduced cast time, and I also have the spirit of 66, so I'm really excited to see what this is going to be like. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. If there's anything that I didn't cover, leave a comment below, and I would try to like fix this or anything. But this is my pretty much first impressions on this, and finally starting to understand this game a little bit more every day. Anyway, thanks for watching. Later, guys.